Good morning, everybody. It's my great pleasure to introduce Dr. Steven Chen. He grew up in Southern California, but has been living in the Bay Area for the past 10 years. He's trained as a pediatrician, but specialized in sports medicine and now sees kids and adults both. He's married to Maria, and they have two kids, Maddie and Brandon. One thing you might not know about Steven is that his favorite activity to de-stress after a hard day is coloring with his kids. This is Steven Chen. I'm very happy to introduce him.
Thanks for the introduction, Hatice. Hopefully you guys can see my screen. Good morning, everyone. I'm Steven Chen. I'm a sports medicine physician. I work at the Center for Sports Medicine, which is located in downtown Walnut Creek. As Hatice mentioned, this is my family. I'm blessed to have a great wife, Maria, and two wonderful kids, Maddie, who's in first grade, and Brandon, who's in projects I've done with my kids, which are probably hanging on my walls in my house. So what is a primary care sports medicine doctor? Well, I specialize in the non-surgical treatment of orthopedic injuries. Orthopedic surgeons specialize in the surgical treatment of those injuries. The studies have shown that about 90% of those injuries can be treated without surgery. Sports medicine doctors need specialized fellowship training and then take an exam to become board certified. So this board certification is symbolized by the letters CAQSM after their title. So you want to look for that. So my main goal today is to walk you through what an office visit would look like with me. I was really honored that two BNI members trusted me to help them with their injuries. They have graciously given me permission to talk about their cases today. But I wanted to start off by reassuring that my office is operating under strict COVID precautions, including screening calls the day before a visit, temperature checks, strict face mask use. Patients will be escorted from the clinic entrance straight into an exam room to avoid crossing paths with other patients. Rooms are extensively cleaned before the visits. This is a hospital clinic, so these things are strictly regulated. So our first case is Risa. So she was riding her bike and hurt her left shoulder from a fall. She waited about 3 weeks before coming in, which wasn't the best idea, but really common because most people assume that the pain will get better by itself. I saw her in the office and got a good history of what happened and then did an exam. Her range of motion was pretty limited, so we discussed the treatment plan, including some medication and starting physical therapy. So we had a follow-up visit and she was feeling better, but she was still having pain. It was still limited. We took some x-rays of the shoulder, which we did right in my clinic, and reviewed those together. From that, we decided to take a closer look with an MRI to see the soft tissue structures better. And it gave us confirmation of what we were suspecting. So overall, we had a few follow-ups, and each time we talked about the pros and cons of a steroid injection, and she finally decided to proceed with that. And I wanted to give her a chance to finish the story.
So thank you, Dr. Chen. It is fun to be able to call you Steven. So as he said, I did wait about 3 weeks before I went to see him, even though their offices had opened. And the reason for that was I have been an athlete my entire life, and I've had some pretty major injuries, concussion with a retinal detachment, broken nose, ribs. I played soccer at a high level, and I've always healed from these injuries, just icing and taking time and resting. But after this bike crash, I was not improving. So as Dr. Chen said, it's really great to have the services of the x-rays right in the office. We were able to get some diagnosis there. But it really wasn't until after he walked me through the whole process of that steroid shot, which I have never done anything like that. Luckily, had never needed to. But once I had that shot and he instructed me, how to take care of myself after that, I can't tell you what it's like to be, a plus 60-year-old woman when you don't have range of motion and you're you're in pain, to have that alleviated and get back to what you love to do, it's a big deal. And I thought, you know, hitting 60 was getting old. But it's really great to know that we have someone like Dr. Chen in our group who can help us without surgery, get us through these injuries. So I highly recommend that you see him and refer to him, and especially the kids that he loves to help. And that is a specialty of his. So thank you, Dr. Chen. Stephen.
Thanks, Risa. So the next case is Jackie. So she came to see me for some chronic knee pains that had been going on for a while. We discussed her history, and she didn't have a specific injury which had caused the pain, which is actually quite common to hear. So as a sports medicine doctor, the part that hurt me the most was hearing that the pain had been there for a long time and caused her to avoid some activities that she loved to do because it just wasn't worth dealing with the pain. So I did a biomechanical exam of the knee, but also looked at the hips, ankles, and feet, which often contribute to or can be some of the root cause of some knee pain. We did some x-rays in the clinic and reviewed them together. We came up with a treatment plan. We started her on physical therapy, and I'll let Jackie finish the story.
Jackie, you're muted. Jackie, you're still muted. Oh, you can't unmute?
So sorry. Technical difficulties is not my expertise, but I did have a torn meniscus tear repair years ago, maybe about 4 years ago. And so now with the therapy and the physical therapist help, I'm more stronger with my knee. My knee was giving out. I wasn't really feeling strength in my knee and feeling confidence in walking and hiking like I would normally do. And so with the help, the weekly help of therapy, it has helped me gain confidence and strengthening the areas that I didn't know I had with the therapy. And thank you to Dr. Chen.
Thanks, Jackie. So just with the time I have left, just quickly, I've been telling you guys about a website called ZocDoc. It's one of the easiest ways to schedule an appointment with me, and also the easiest way to refer to me. It's free to use, and you can actually use it to find all types of doctors. So it has reviews for the doctors, which are only submitted by patients and can't be submitted by the general public. So it also lists all the available appointment dates and times for you to conveniently schedule without having to call in the office. Just quickly too, just a list of some of the insurances I accept. I take most all PPO plans, just no HMO plans like Kaiser, unfortunately. And this is my website, eastbaysportsdoc.com. This tells just a lot of information about me and something that you can look up to find out more information. Thanks a lot for your time.